When I told people I was going to Iraq to visit the shrine of Imam Hussein and walk from Najaf to Karbala, they were worried. Why would I be going to a place where there was risk of being attacked by ISIS? The answer was that this was something that was essential to my spiritual development. And I wasn't alone. I was walking alongside 30 million men, women, and children who were risking their lives to peacefully show their support for Hussein. If you don't know who Hussein is, I would suggest you pause this video and go Google him. The entire experience in Iraq was amazing, and the people of Iraq were incredibly hospitable. They went out of their way to serve us all kinds of food. They tried to serve us by massaging our feet, giving us water, food, a place to sleep during our walk, places to pray, and throughout provided an environment that was safe and secure. I was worried about it in the beginning, but about 20 minutes or so into the walk, all my fears had disappeared. Primarily because I was joined by a sea of people, all of them who were walking to commemorate Hussein's stance against oppression. This is something that is prevalent in our lives today. We often choose our own comforts over courage. This was not an easy decision for me to take, but once I had gotten there, I realized that it was the right thing to do. During the walk, there were all ages of people commemorating Imam Hussein. Along the walk, I met some friends, and I made a lot of new friends as well. It was the most amazing, peaceful demonstration that I have ever seen. We were served all kinds of amazing food and drinks. The amount of food at the walk was just incredible. No one charged a cent for it. As a matter of fact, people were hurt when we didn't accept their food because we were too full. They would often try to give us all sorts of different foods. So for example, at one stop where I stayed overnight, they served these amazing fries. And when I spoke to the gentlemen who were preparing these fries, they were from London, and they were making sack after sack of potatoes to serve the visitors of Imam Hussein. The walk was a phenomenal opportunity for me to reflect and just think about my own life and what was going on. It was also amazing to see people from all different countries who were there to commemorate Imam Hussein. I've always believed that Imam Hussein is not restricted to the Shia Muslims. He's somebody for the entire world. I got to use the free Wi-Fi that was provided along the route to FaceTime my children back home in Canada. Throughout the walk, there were art murals depicting the scenes from Karbala, the time when Imam Hussein stood up against oppression and his family was mercilessly butchered by the savages. The walk presented plenty of opportunities to rest and recover, and created tons and tons of opportunities to interact with the Iraqi people, who left no stone unturned to try to serve the visitors of Imam Hussein. There were tons of young women and children on the walk commemorating the love of Imam Hussein. There were mothers with their children in baby strollers. There were people from all different nationalities. Along the walk, on each signpost was a picture of a martyr who had given his life fighting ISIS. People were carrying their children on their shoulders. We stayed at many different places during our walk. And again, none of this we had to pay a single cent for. The food, the shelter, the water, the drinks, the massages. The people of Iraq didn't speak English, most of them. Yet they found tons of ways to make us feel welcome
Kebab
and to serve us.
خبز حار
خبز كباب
خبز كباب خبز حار كباب استوى طالع
ما
يا
شاء
دولة
الله. ها كندا
على
كندا.
راسي ايوه عاقين ساكنين كندا
سوريا. نعم.
عاب ساكنين كندا
All of us are from Canada.
ما
Yeah.
اتكلم وياك
There were thousands of stalls like the one you see in the video where they were serving people. After 3 days of walking, we got to Karbala, which is where Imam Hussein is buried. This is also the land where Imam Hussein was butchered by the oppressors of that time. Every year, to commemorate the 40th day of his martyrdom, millions of people from around the world gather at his shrine to pay respects to him. The green dome is where the Imam's campsite was. The golden dome in the picture is where his shrine is. And the golden dome to the left is where the commander of his army, Abbas's shrine is.
You the path of salvation. By Allah, we will never forget you and your family and your companions. And we pledge to be your ambassadors around the world, spreading your glorious teachings. We will never surrender or be defeated. Our hearts are Husseini, our tongues are Husseini, our voices are Husseini, our existence is Husseini. Labbaik ya Hussein!
इंसान को बेदार तो हो लेने दो, हर कौम पुकारेगी हमारे हैं हुसैन.